Hey YouTube, it's an awful hot night here in Buffalo, New York, and I'm just looking for one of my props here. Alright, here it is. Alright, this is what I want to get into with you guys tonight. You see these people here in this picture? These people here in this picture, I don't know if you could see that or not. I'm going to try and focus it. That's the Tea Party right there. See what these people are doing? They're throwing tea off a ship. And you know what? They didn't apply for a permit. They didn't ask permission. They went out there and they did this out of protest because Americans were starving one day. Okay? And the reason why they were starving was due to the unfair trade policies that were absolutely had a stranglehold on the United States colonies at the time. England had our ports blocked. They had control of our economy. And they absolutely did not want to allow us a penny to our own money to see that we profit. And people talk about slavery. You know what? I think you ought to spend some time and take a look at the term indentured servancy. Do a Google search for that. You know, I don't mean to sound angry here, but there's a lot of disinformation being spread by two major groups right now. And basically I'm going to try and clear some of this up. Anytime you hear a politician and they talk about tax cuts, don't believe them. Anytime you hear a politician and they talk about tax cuts to create jobs or spending to create jobs, it's hogwash, okay? We've heard that before and we've been duped. As a matter of fact, the Bush tax cuts allowed companies, they were designed to allow companies to leave by creating the following environment. Business was allowed to write off relocation costs against earnings. You got it, the price in gasoline spikes were due to the companies swimming over to Beijing. That's why our gas prices were through the roof for that little period in time there. Business is allowed to write off taxes charged in foreign lands against U.S. earnings. Tell me backdoor deals don't exist. Hey Mexico, you want to make some money? Triple my taxes the first year and give me a kickback. I don't care. Business is allowed, this is all under Bush, business is allowed to remain, the benefit of remaining American-based and not pay taxes here, and that raises all of our tax burdens. They're supposed to be paying 35%, and they're ducking out of it with what they call a deferral under U.S. tax code, which allows them to pull our tax money out of our pockets while they're offshore. And because they're American-based. There is no tax on profits until the profits are brought back into this country. Neither party is doing anything about this deferral language written into the IRS tax code for like over 60 years now, because both parties are bought off to ignore it. Congress in 2004 allowed corporations a one-time opportunity to repatriate the funds at a special 5.25% tax rate. In 2006, corporations paid a total of $354 billion in federal taxes. That is 1/7 of what they actually owed. 1/7 of that 35% is what they paid us. 1/7 of what Congress based its budget on. Where did our Social Security go? Hello, guys. And who allowed this? This was Congress in 2004 and in 2006, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. United States business got away with paying 1/7 of their tax bill. Try it. Just try and do that yourself. See those guys in the picture again? See them down there? What were they protesting? Getting into this a little bit deeper, this is a bipartisan issue, okay? The bipartisan issue with it is NAFTA, which allowed business to set sail and send their crap back here without paying 1 cent in tariff, while our products manufactured here are taxed 7 times their value in China. Explain how that's allowed to go on and what patriot would sign a bill like that. NAFTA is just named free trade. In fact, it stipulates that the U.S. won't place tariff upon a foreign good with the country we're signed into it with. In fact, what's really taking place is that our goods are taxed, but China sends its stuff here for free. That's how it's getting here so cheap. Remember the trade agreements, guys? WTO solidified international language, making the businesses eligible for perks enjoyed by other businesses in the said foreign country. An example, no regulations, taxes, and free energy in those countries. You move, you get free energy. All these things occurred while the United States stole our tax money in support of killing Mexico's agriculture. When Mexicans fled to America for jobs, our federally funded welfare system embraced them as our borders continue to remain wide open. To suggest either party is better than the other is absurd. Both Perry and Bush supported illegals with free education. That's welfare. Your tax money was allowed to disrupt the free market corn production. The corn production was the mainstay of Mexican agriculture, and that's the way the families made their money over there. My fellow Americans, this situation didn't just arise. This was fabricated to enslave us and our grandkids. You have patriotic duty, and you've got to do something about this and not stand idly by. A lot of people gave their lives. See these guys down here? That's bravery. That's what bravery is. When you don't apply for a permit and you take the battle to the streets, that's how bad things had to get. They were starving, literally starving. And while I'm on this rant, I want to share something. See this guy here in this picture? What's he doing? Does he look like he's talking to somebody to you? That's damn right, he's praying. And you know what? That's what this country better do. America, we got to get it together. We can't allow this to continue. If this continues for another couple short years, I can't fathom what's going to go on here. Questions and comments at the end of the video will be entertained. I'm not out to piss anybody off, but people need to get their facts straight. And it's important to get the facts straight in order we change this. We need to know what direction to go in here. And the direction is not to be fooled again by these lying politicians. We need a third party. Personally, I like Ron Paul a whole lot. What Paul has to say. Meanwhile, did you guys hear about J.P. Morgan? J.P. Morgan took $14 billion and took our tax money, $14 billion of our tax money, and spent it trying to hold down the price of silver and gold. Let me ask you, why would a bank in the Federal Reserve do that? America, get it together, man. This is the future for your kids. Quit being selfish. Thank you.